Hi everyone. Hello. Let me know if the music is too loud. It might not be. I'm not sure. I'm trying a new music method right now. It might be quiet, but we'll see. Hi everyone. How are we all doing today? Doing good? I am here. Turn my light on. Okay. Hi! I am here. We are streaming again. Disclaimer before we get started, as I said last time, it's about to thunderstorm really bad. I don't know what's up with the storms right now. This is how it was last summer in Georgia. It stormed bad like every single day, and it's starting to get that way again. And if the live turns off, it's because I lost power or the Wi-Fi went out because of the storm. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but the radar looks bad. So we'll see. You might hear some rain eventually. You might hear some thunder. You probably won't because my microphone is very, like the settings, if it's quiet, then you probably won't hear it. But I actually need to fix my mic settings, but I can't figure out how to do it. So that was actually something that I was going to do before my stream and I forgot. But anyways, hi. Let me see who's here. I'm just yapping already. Hi Jungle Rescues, hi Nikki, Shelby, Rainbow, Gabrielle, M&J fan, Livy, Riley, Dawn, new here, welcome in. B. Perez, hope the best for you. Unsubbing due to content not being my interest any longer. Okay, you didn't need to announce your departure, but thanks for that. Hi Alexis, Holly. Hi everyone, hi. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I got off work at 3. I worked the morning shift today, and I got off at 3. And then when I got home, well, actually I had to go get my medication after work. And then I came home and I fed and took out the animals. And then I made some food for myself. Or I just made a snack for myself because I'm not super hungry right now. And then I started streaming. Hello, it just stormed here in North Carolina. Yeah, I think it's like storming a lot of places right now. There's a lot of like hurricanes and tropical storms and stuff happening. Hi, Em. Your hair color and style looks nice. Thank you. I actually do like my hair like this. I had it like half up, half down today, but then I took these like hair clips and I pinned the rest of my hair back behind the bun, and it kind of gives it like a 90s vibe. Very 90s hairstyle. But like we worked on it last time. Okay. Today we're going to be working on the star blanket as we did in the last live stream. So here's the progress that I have made. This is the back of it. Let me flip it around. This is the progress we have made. Ow. That hurts so bad. In my 6-day star blanket. This is like, I wouldn't say a full like 4 days worth because I was only able to crochet for like an hour yesterday because I worked all day. So I would say this is more of 3 days, but here's the progress that we have made. And it's about the size of like, it would fit a baby. It would fit around like a little baby. But I want to make it big enough where I can use it. So I've been working on it a lot because, well, it's the only thing that I can really do right now when I get home. And also I'm filming a video for it, and I need the video to get out before Sunday because it's sponsored. So I'm trying to get this blanket at least halfway done for have the video uploaded by Sunday. So I figured I would stream it too. Why not, right? Turn mic up. And I also can't hear the music that you guys are hearing, so let me know if it ever sounds weird or anything. Instead of like playing the music straight from my desktop from like a YouTube video, I downloaded a copyright free like 3-hour music thing, and I'm just playing that in the background of OBS, so hopefully that sounds okay. But I think it just I ran out of yarn, so I had to put it on hold. I am scared of running out of yarn, I'm not gonna lie. I do still have quite a bit of yarn left. I mean, obviously I have a lot of yarn. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but I got a lot of yarn. But also I have a shop order that I'm going to make tonight too. It's just a scrunchie. By the way, guys, my Etsy shop is back open. I don't even know if it's in the description box. Make sure. No, it's not. Oh, my Etsy shop is not even in the description box. Well, let me go ahead and put it in the description box real quick. If anybody wants to buy something from me, I have a limited supply of items in my shop right now. I've only posted like one quantity of each item because, well, obviously I don't want to overwork my hand when I'm able to use it again. So I have a couple scrunchies and like one quantity of random things. Thank you to Jessica L from Indiana for ordering a scrunchie. I am going to work on your order tonight and get it shipped out tomorrow. So thank you so much for your order. And my Etsy shop. So I have bookmarks. I have a couple patterns. So if you guys want to support me by just buying a pattern, I have 2 patterns for sale. I have crochet Kindle sleeves, bookmarks, and scrunchie. That's all I have available right now. And I actually, one goal that I've set for myself this year is I want to start making more crochet patterns because I have noticed the girlies that make crochet patterns, they make so much freaking money. And it's just like passive money. Like it takes a lot of time and, you know, skill and effort to make the pattern itself. But once the pattern's out there, you don't have to do any work. You just make money. So I actually made a decent amount of money on my patterns that I have posted so far. And that's a really good way to make passive income. So I'm gonna try to make some more patterns. I'm definitely 100% going to make a pattern for my crochet hook case because I get asked all the time. So that's the next thing that I'm going to be making a pattern for, and I'm probably going to post the YouTube tutorial on Patreon, or when I do YouTube members, I'm going to make it like a YouTube member video, and then you'll have to buy the pattern. But she wants me to pick him up, but there's no room for him. Where's the bed? On the bed. Mochi always wants to sit beside me while I'm live streaming, but like there's not enough room in my seat. So I always put a bed beside my my feet so he can lay there. Yeah, you were so right when you were talking about how this blanket just eats up yarn. It really does. If you want a project that you can make a scrap blanket from, like if you have a bunch of scrap yarn, this would be a good blanket for it because you will get rid of all of your yarn. It takes up so much of it. Okay, what was I doing? Putting the shop in my... Alyssa in Designs. Okay, my Etsy shop is now linked in the description box if anybody wants to buy anything, but I don't have too much out right now. I do want to, after this project, I'm probably going to make some Kindle poofs because I do want to start selling those. I get asked all the time if I'm selling my Kindle poofs. Row am I on? Remember what row I'm on. Either 2, 3. That was I think I'm on. Oh, and also this ring has just been a total game changer. It's linked in my Amazon storefront if anybody wants to get it. I mean, it slips off my finger every once in a while, but it's helped me a lot. Put this down a little bit so you guys can see. I have my Valari pillow here. I should probably also put the link in the coupon for this down below as well, because they sent me this and I love it so much. So I'm very cozy right now. I have my pillow. My back is not gonna hurt. I forgot to use my pillow last time I was streaming, but I am like super cozy right now. If I had a footrest, I would be so content right now with just sitting here for hours. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream today, because I do have a bit of a headache and I don't want it to turn into a migraine. So I'll stream for at least an hour, but I don't know how long I'm gonna stream today, just depending on how I feel. I kind of want to take a nap later. Also, Love Island comes on at 9, and y'all know your girl gotta watch Love Island, so I am making the star blanket that is in this corner right here. Oh, sorry if I yawn as well. Like I said, I've been at work all day, so. Your girl is tired. I am tired. Okay, if you don't have to use a tension ring, I wouldn't. The only reason I'm using a tension ring is because I don't have enough strength in my middle finger to hold the yarn. So once my fingers are better, I probably will not use the ring, but it really has helped with my disability, so. Is the link still not working for my shop? Sorry, I'm not picking my nose. My nose ring is like flipped. I'm trying to like move it. Okay. I do have all the gear. I'm totally stacked right now. I'm a true crocheter. Okay, I'm definitely on round 2. I do have to say the only thing that is hurting right now is the tips of my middle finger, because it's still very sensitive to feeling things again, like the nerves and everything. So the texture of the yarn is a bit horrendous, and I wish I had some of my wrap stuff near me so I could wrap up the tip of my finger. Or I wish I had like a little silicone. There's like little silicone like finger caps that you can buy that I might buy, because the texture of the yarn kind of burns, like it feels like it's burning the tip of my finger, just because my finger's not fully, you know, I don't have full feeling in my fingers yet, so it's a very odd sensation. But that's the only thing that hurts. Like the rest of my hand feels fine. Ah, the yarn fell. Okay. On the floor. Hello, Bunny. I'm late as always, but I'm here with bubble tea. I almost called you Bubble instead of Bunny because I read bubble tea. That sounds really yummy. I wish I had a bubble tea place near me, but I don't, sadly. Because if I had a bubble tea place close to me, I would probably get it too much, so maybe it's a good thing. But I love bubble tea. Hi, Sabine. Oh yeah, you probably clicked the, I needed to delete the other link. Your comment reminded me. I have my old shop link on there. That website is not valid anymore because spending $40 a month on the website and not selling anything, so I was just like losing money. So hi Marla. I do want bubble tea as well. I have Dr. Pepper, which I probably shouldn't be drinking right now, and it's probably why I have a headache, because I've been drinking too much soda. But I think getting me through my days right now. Raining puppies. That sounds miserable. to say I got really lucky with my dogs. They were really great puppies. They were actually more behaved as puppies than they are as adults. Like, they were such good little puppies. Like, I don't remember, like, of course they had accidents in the house, but like I was really, really good at like always taking them out, like every 30 minutes to an hour because I worked from home. No, I didn't. Well, I worked part-time, so I was at home. Like, I only worked 3 days a week, so I was at home most of the day. So I never really had many issues with their training or anything. They both took like everything. Crate training, everything. Like, they loved their crates. They were never bad at any of that stuff. I got very lucky. My favorite boba flavor? I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty boring. I normally just get like the basic tapioca bubbles, and I get it in the coffee tea. So I'll get their coffee, and then I'll get the tapioca bubbles to go in the coffee. That's what I always get. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to get like something fruity, I'll get mango tea with strawberry bubbles. But that's a lot of sugar. Like, the mango one is a lot of sugar. Hi, Sam. What have you guys been doing today? Kind of a random day to be streaming, honestly. A random day. I might stream again on Thursday. It just depends on if I'm too tired or not. Let's see what time I go. Bobby, please stop biting your... Please. Bad for you. I probably won't stream on Thursday because I work pretty long, and then I also work 9 to 5 today. So I probably won't stream again until next week. After this. Because I've got some YouTube videos to edit as well, because tonight after I get off stream, I have to edit and upload my next reading vlog for my reading channel. So I got a lot. It's also super dark. I don't know if you guys noticed how dark it got. It is real about the storm. You guys might start seeing lightning and stuff. Thank you, Craft with Lyles? I don't know why I can't say that. Lyles? Got puppies for my mom and they didn't potty. I am winding yarn. Winding yarn is kind of fun. I bought a wine yarnder is what I was about to say. I bought a yarn winder and I used it for a while, but now I'm like just too lazy to use it. I really want to use it. The main reason I bought it is because I want to eventually do like a scrap yarn project, but I was waiting till I had enough scrap yarn to make a video on it. And I wanted to wind all of the scrap yarn together and make like one just random project with scrap yarn. That's the main reason I bought it, but I don't think I have enough scrap yarn right now to make a project, so I'm just waiting. I have like half of a bag of a Walmart bag full of scrap yarn right now, but I want more because I want to make like a big project with it. Pronounced Lyles? Lils? Why can't I say that? Yeah, storming really. Oh, funny. I never say much, but let me sit next to you. You can sit next to me. I wish you were next to me. I wish my friends were here with me. Thank you so much, Bun. Oh, I just heard the noise again. I'm not even logged into Streamlabs right now. Log into my Streamlabs real quick. Oh, well, okay. One moment. You donated, so I don't know why it didn't update the thing down here. The sound is cute, but it's not even working properly. Like, nothing's working properly. Skip. I literally just wanna... Oh. Next time I stream, I'm not gonna use OBS Studio, I'm gonna use Streamlabs. Cool. Okay, but that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use Streamlabs to see who subscribes and stuff. Why is it not working? Login. Love the hair, thank you. Did you guys hear the sound for the donation? Well, because before we were having issues with not being able to hear the sound because the music was too loud, but now I switched the music to a different setting, so the music and the desktop audio are separated from each other. Okay, it looks like it's working this time. I'm gonna play it again because I almost missed it. Thank you for Manda Silva for subscribing 5 minutes ago. I missed it. Thank you, bunny. But I can't tell you why that's not updating down there. Maybe I need to like... We're just gonna... trying to figure out why that's not working. Alert box. YouTube. Widget. All widgets. You can make like a wheel. I need to eventually do like some fun games and stuff while I'm streaming, like spin the wheel and stuff, because there's a lot of cool stuff that you can actually do. A tip goal. That's what I'm doing right now. End goal. Because we're at like $70 because Bunny just did 20. I just heard another sound. Why did it make another sound? Okay. I don't know why I made another sound, I'm sorry. Okay, what are we trying to do? A 16-hour live stream, that's the next goal. Let me update this real fast. 16-hour live stream. Goal amount is... I feel like I need to make it higher than 200 because your girl works a lot and I'm tired, so it needs to be like 400 if I'm being honest. I know we're starting over, but like I need a lot more money to be able to stream for 16 hours because that's gonna make me miserable. I want to do it, but I will be tired. And we're at 70. And it's going to end... The goal is going to end at Christmas. I'm not even expecting to hit it, so. Start the goal. Copy. Copy. Okay. Donation. Okay, let me update the link. 70, there we go. I feel like the old one that I had up was maybe wrong. Okay, it's hard to see, but there we go. We're at $70. All right, no more. Let me go back over here. So the donations from the last stream, I'm not counting super chats. It only, if you donate through the link in the description box below, it'll count towards the 400, but the super chats won't. Like, it's not connected that way. So I'm only counting the ones that are donated through Streamlabs because that's just easier to calculate. And also, I get all of that money. I know I said it before. I'm not going to keep talking about money because I don't want to, but I'm going to say it once for people who are here, if you donate through Super Chat on YouTube, YouTube takes about 30 to 40% of the money. So say you donate like $100 to me, they're gonna take like $30 to $40 of it, and I only get a small percentage. But if you donate through the Streamlabs link down below, I get all of that money and I get it immediately. Like it either goes through my PayPal or it goes to my bank account. So I get all of it. Like it's actually going to me, it's not going into YouTube's pockets. So that's why I prefer the link below being used, just because it supports me directly and it doesn't support YouTube. I mean, YouTube is my job, but like they're also a billion-dollar company, so. Okay. Greetings from Colombia. Hello. Just got off work, so I thought I'd stop by and say hi. Hello. I've had a chest infection for 3 weeks. That sounds terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Can I get it in the UK? Can you get what in the UK? $16-hour stream. I did a 12-hour stream before, so I've hit the goal before. I had a goal of like 100, I think, $100 or $200 last year, and I hit it, and I did a 12-hour stream. Actually, I don't even know if I fully made it the full 12 hours. I think I made it like 8 hours, and then I felt like terrible, and I had like a terrible migraine, so I stopped it, and then a couple days later, I finished out doing the full 12 hours. But during that live stream, I was like, okay, the next donation goal is going to be 16 hours, because I don't think I'd ever have the time to do a full 24 hours. I guess it just depends. Like if I took off from work or something. Oh wait. Doing the wrong stitch right now. I need to focus. Boobles only ships to the US and yeah, I think they do. I'm not sure, honestly. You Pets for Life, very nice. On a weekend day, well, that's the thing. I work Monday through Saturday, so I could do it on a Sunday, but then I would be absolutely miserable that Monday going to work. So that's why I'm like, I mean, if I planned it ahead, like if we hit the goal and if I planned it like a month out, then I could just take off like 2 days from work, because the amount of money that I would make from doing a 16-hour live stream would probably be more than me working a full shift at my part-time job, which is actually so sad. It's actually so sad. But if I just planned it a month ahead, like we could do it. I would definitely do it. And I do love doing long live streams. It's actually really fun. Like when people stay the entire time, like I've done giveaways before, like if you stay the whole time, you get entered in to win something. I play games. Like it's really fun. Are you done with Twitch? Yeah, I'm only streaming on YouTube only. I'm just staying with YouTube. Twitch is also been taking like very large percentages from their creators, like more than YouTube, at least with me. And it's nice having everything in one place, because instead of trying to grow it in multiple places, I feel like it's better to just grow on YouTube, because that's like my main priority. So I feel like just sticking with YouTube is just the best option for me. Especially because a lot of my live streams are art related, and a lot of people who watch my YouTube videos are there for the art stuff and not gaming. So yeah, I mean, I do still play video games on stream, but it just makes more sense, you know, staying and just doing everything on YouTube. And I have the YouTube memberships and everything now, so it's basically the same. And it would just go to, you know, my YouTube paycheck instead of having to like do multiple different like tax things and stuff as well. Like taxes are a nightmare when you have so many different payment methods and stuff. So it's just easier doing it on YouTube. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dishwasher. I'm right beside my kitchen. My kitchen's literally right beside me, and my dishwasher is cleaning my dishes right now, and it's very loud. I'm working fast food and hate how little we get an hour for how much work. It's this. YouTube also has less ads. I do have to say, if you become like a member, I think you still have ads on YouTube, whereas like on Twitch, if you become a member, like your ads get taken from you, like you don't have ads, which is a good perk because people don't want ads, you know? But I don't think that's the same on YouTube, but on YouTube you have less ads in general anyway, so. You can't hear the dishwasher? Okay, good. It's actually very loud, but I don't think my microphone picks it up. Because sometimes my microphone doesn't even pick up like my own voice if I'm talking too quietly, so sometimes I feel like I'm screaming so you guys can hear me. But I think it's just because my mic settings are a little weird right now. I need to fix them. Yeah, I would not expect McDonald's to care about their workers, unfortunately. Yeah, but like, I'm not trying to pay for YouTube Premium. I personally have never paid for YouTube Premium. If I didn't want ads, I would just put an ad block on my computer, which is what I do actually. I have an ad block on my computer, so I don't get ads if I watch YouTube videos on my computer. But like, I want to support other YouTubers, so I usually keep ads turned on because that's what pays them. So I don't mind watching a 30-second ad here and there. Yeah, I've not heard good things about working at McDonald's. Okay, now I'm on row B, I think. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, slip stitch into stitch. 2. We'll crochet 2 together in the base. 2. 3 double crochets, next space, and I asked for a chair to sit in while not busy because I work back, and they said if you need a chair, we don't want you. That's I'm sorry, what you're saying, Lils, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. What you're saying is not funny at all, but the way you said, I used to have panic attacks at the chicken station, it just sounds so funny. Like, it's not funny, but like the way it was said, like you're just getting yelled at the chicken station. It's so unserious, but like it's so sad. Yeah, I do have to say I'm very lucky to have a very great manager. I mean, there's some things that management does that doesn't make sense to me, but I feel like that's know, everywhere. Not my manager, but just higher ups in management, because I do work for the government. So, you know, you have to deal with county officials and, you know, the government and weird rules and stuff that we're not allowed to do, which is annoying. But I do have to say my manager cares a lot. And if you're like having period cramps, I could text her and be like, hey, I'm calling out like my period, I am dying. And she's like, I hope you feel better. If you need anything, let me know. Like, nobody gets mad if you call out. Everybody's understanding. It's just a bunch of positive, nice group of girls. And we're all girls, and we all work together and we all enjoy each other's company. And it's a really great time. Can't say that about my last job. My past couple jobs, I've worked at Charming Charlie. I worked at a tanning salon. I worked at an animal hospital. And then I've worked in the library. Those are the 4 jobs that I have had, and this is the only one that doesn't give me crippling mental health problems, so. Like, just the way you're saying you were gonna yelled at in the chicken station. The chicken station, just the way. I don't know why. That's so funny. Like, that it's called the chicken station is why I think it's funny. I know, like, fast food, they wouldn't have to keep rehiring people if they just, like, cared. But it's like, who is going to care getting paid, like, $8 an hour? At least here, like, people, like, McDonald's workers here don't get paid, like, anything. My back is kind of hurting from the hook of this, so I'm gonna unhook it. Oh, that's much better. I hate this chair. I hate this chair so much, guys. I think for my birthday, I'm 100% gonna ask for a new chair. Because, like, it hurts to sit in this chair. Okay, that feels better. I put the pillow behind my back. Yeah, I'm also in an at-will state, so I totally get it. Do you have to have a degree to work in the library? I fortunately did not have to have a degree. 1 minute, let me read the pattern real quick before I keep going, because I don't want to mess up on accident, even though I've done this like 4 times already. Okay. Okay. No, I did not have to have a degree. Technically, I'm not considered a librarian. Like, I can't use the term librarian legally because librarians have master's degrees. But I am a library assistant. The same job, but okay. And I did not have to have a college degree. All of my coworkers have college degrees. I don't. I did not. But the county next to me, like, everybody has to have a degree. So it just depends on where you work, their rules. I mean, libraries are owned by the, you know, the government, but then they're also owned by the city, and then they're also owned by the county that you're in. So there's like a bunch of different things that go into government buildings. So the rules are different everywhere. Like, the rules are different for the library that's like 5 minutes down the road. Like, you just don't know. I got fired for being a little too mentally ill for my old job, and my old manager is now under investigation from the workers' union for making multiple people with disabilities quit. They would hate me. I'm very lucky to not have experience. Well, I did experience that at my last job when I broke my foot, but that's a whole nother story. Make $11 an hour, but it's so much work. That is nothing. Even if you live in a really cheap area, I don't know if you live in the United States, but if you live in a really cheap state, $11 is still not enough to even like remotely live off of. Yeah, they need to send you at break during lunchtime. That doesn't make any sense. Like, when I work 9 to 5s, I go on break at around like 12 to 1. We all do. It's just like common sense, I fear. But Like, oh, you've been working for an hour, let me send you on your break. Like, that's not how that works. Learn how to decrease. Great. Yeah, a lot of patterns use decreases, so it's really smart to learn that. It's actually really easy too. Like, it keeps getting darker and darker outside, and I keep seeing lightning, and I keep hearing a little bit of thunder. But it hasn't rained yet. It's like the calm before the storm, you know? Like, I can tell. To 10 p.m. Absolutely not. Decreases are very satisfying to do. I do agree with that one. I feel satisfied when I do them. Sometimes I feel like when I turn my head to the side that like my eyebrows go too far. Then when I look straight, like they line up with my nose. Maybe I'm just okay. I really don't want it to rain. Like, it doesn't really cool off here after it rains. It just gets like super humid. And then you walk outside and it's hot and muggy and it feels like you're just in a swamp outside and there's mosquitoes everywhere. I hate it. Like, it gets so humid outside that all of my windows fog up and I can't even see out of them because there's just steam everywhere. Because it's like 100 degrees, but then it also rained. So like the rain is like evaporating from the heat and then it's just so gross outside. It's so gross. I really would love to get my eyebrows, what is it called? Like microbladed, or I don't know what it's called when they dye them and then they shape them and it lasts like a couple of months. I don't remember what that's called. I would love to get that done. I would also love to get eyelash extensions as well if I could afford it. If I was wealthy, that is one thing that I would definitely pay for. Nails, eyelashes, and eyebrows, because I would enjoy to just look hot all the time with no effort. You have an allergy to rain? What does that even mean? Like, do you get like sick when it rains? That would suck so bad. Yeah, the humidity is so bad here. It was worse last year. It's actually not nearly as bad this year as it was last year. Last year it rained, it thunderstormed every afternoon. Oh yeah, eyebrow piercings. I had my eyebrow pierced for like a week. But I played with it too much, so I took it out because I knew it would get infected. Because like out of a nervous habit, I play with my earrings or I play with my eyebrows or I'll pull eyebrow hair or like play with my eyelashes when I'm anxious or bored. So I was touching it too much and I just didn't like the way it felt in my face. I get drenched, I get really sick, get rashes on my body, and sometimes it can make me pass out. That is awful. Oh my god. I lived in Georgia as a kid and moved to North Carolina at 20, and I don't remember. I feel like the humidity's definitely gotten worse as the years have gone by, you know, global warming and stuff. But you want to get more tattoos? Absolutely. I just can't afford them. Like, my sleeve was like $2,500. Like, I had money when I was buying my tattoos when I was like 19, because like I moved out before COVID, so like everything was still really affordable. Like, my first apartment was like $850 or something. So, and I barely had any bills or anything. Like, I had so much money. I wish I would have appreciated it then when I first moved out. So I would just spend all of my extra money on tattoos back when I was like 19. Yeah, they're so expensive. It's crazy. I mean, what I want to do, okay, so you know, I have a black and white sleeve. It's not like completely done. I still have, you know, I want to cover this because not that it's ugly, it just like doesn't go with the rest of my sleeve. So I want to cover this with like some dark apparatus, like maybe a bat or something to fill in this space, and then add some more like filler colors to fill in like the little white spots that I have like right here and stuff. I want to do that. And then I want to get another sleeve on this arm, but I want it to all be in color. So I want like a black and white sleeve and a colored sleeve, and then I want to do my legs too. I won't do like my full legs, but I definitely want to get a thigh tattoo because I feel like I have two personalities. I have like my dark and spooky side, and then I have my cute, colorful side. So I feel like my tattoos representing that would be pretty cool too, but that's gonna be a while. And also, I haven't really found a tattoo artist in the area that I like their colored tattoos. Like, the style that I like in colored tattoos are very like specific, and I haven't found an artist near that has the exact style that I want. So I'm just gonna wait. A lot of the stylists that I like are in Atlanta, and they're booked out for like years because they're so like popular. So I just don't really know what to do when it comes to that. Hi, Aubrey. I mean, mine was cheap because my tattoo artist gave me a discount because I like promoted him a lot on YouTube. So mine was like over $2,000, but that's with a discount. That's actually pretty cheap for a sleeve. So yeah, they're expensive. Oh my gosh, can you please stop asking about my goldfish? I have a cat-themed sleeve in progress. That sounds amazing. I have a cat on my sleeve. I have a cat right here. Kind of hard to see. It's coming out of the book. Little black cat. And I also have a cat right here. I can't, you know, just lift up my shirt because I'll get demonetized. But I have a cat right here too. Consultation on the 7th. I mean, I feel like most tattoo artists, like if you give them a budget, they're going to make a sleeve and tattoos based off of your budget. They usually don't like do the entire sleeve and then ask you for your budget. That's normally not how it works. So usually they'll work with you, you know? I have a life and death sleeve. One side is life, people, nature, animals, and the other side is grim, death, graves. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I really like that. You still diamond paint? I haven't since my injury because I just don't want to. I'm being honest. love my tattoos, honestly. Like, I really like them. Will I like them in 50 years? Maybe. I don't know. But I honestly don't care because I love them now. So, I mean, there are things that I would change about my tattoo. For example, the Harry Potter references. It's a book themed sleeve. So there's a bunch of different book things in my sleeve. But of course I incorporated Harry Potter because, I mean, they have a bunch of movies and books and everything. So it's easy to make references from it because it's so popular. But I have, you know, that, I have Hedwig, and then there's like the Deathly Hallows symbol in the book, but like, unless you really pay attention, you know, I don't support J.K. Rowling, all right? I got this tattoo before she started being transphobic. She probably always has been transphobic, but that, I would change those things about it, but I still love the tattoo, like I don't regret it. And this could just be an owl, like, you know, it doesn't have to be Hedwig, but that's pretty obviously Harry Potter right there, but and then there's like the books, flowers, and then the raven. It's just a bunch of flowers up here. And then like I want to fill in all of these white parts with just like some type of shading, kind of like how it's done down here, to just fill in the white parts, but it's just not a priority right now. Bye, thanks for coming. Tattoos don't hurt. I mean, they do for some people, but like they don't hurt at all. I mean, my pain tolerance is obviously like extremely high because I like sliced my fingers in half and I still was like existing normally with like blood everywhere. So I feel like even the paramedic was like, I don't know how you're just like normal right now. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Like my pain tolerance, it hurt, but it wasn't like, honestly, it hurt really bad. But it wasn't as bad as like I would expect it to be to saw my fingers in half. Like I was still crying and hyperventilating, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Not that I would ever want to experience it again, but I feel like my pain tolerance is just so high. Woodstock. Okay, let me look her up. Woodstock's not that far from me. Yeah, that is true. Actually, my adrenaline was pumping, so that's probably why I didn't feel the pain until I was at the hospital. You're right. Shout out to adrenaline. See, no, I respectfully, no, I don't like her art style. Like, it's not bad, it's just not what I want. I'll show you guys a picture of what I want when I talk about color. Like, yeah, no, sorry. With peace and love. I mean, they're beautiful, but like, they're not. No, okay, let me show you what I want. And if anybody lives in Georgia and knows a tattoo artist with this art style, please let me know. But when it comes to the color tattoos, I want it to look, there's like a specific style I'm looking for. This is kind of an example, but like, no, let me find a better one. I want something like this on my leg. I want something like this on like my thigh, but that's not what I'm talking about. For my colorful sleeve, I want like pastels and like really bright colors. I love how I don't have anything saved, which I thought I did. Where I literally don't have anything that I want saved. Okay. The art style that I want on my left arm is like something similar to this. Like I want it to be like super pastel and bright. That. But let me find a better one. But I want it to be super pigmented enough where like it fades well as well. Like I want it to be really bright. Not specifically those designs, but just like those types of colors. I want it to be like neon-ish colors. Oh, like this one. This one's so cute. If anybody knows anyone in Georgia who does well with colors with that art style, like look at this Kuromi and My Melody one. Those are the types of tattoos I want on my left arm. Like I don't want a whole lot of black. Like I don't mind a little bit of black outlining, but I want most of the outlining to just be pure color. Which I know this probably will not fade well at all, which is why I've always been hesitant about getting colored tattoos, because I know that they fade terribly. Like I wouldn't mind something like this because the black outlines like make the color pop more. But you know what I mean. I want something like that. I want to have like cutesy like gaming related stuff. Like I want like Animal Crossing and like Stardew Valley type tattoos. I want like a Tamagotchi tattoo. Yeah. I mean, I still like Harry Potter too. Like I do separate the story from J.K. Rowling, but I don't like actively support J.K. Rowling. Like I don't buy Harry Potter stuff. I don't really talk about her. I mean, I am right now because it relates to my tattoos, but I don't buy Harry Potter stuff. If there's like a new Harry Potter type movie, I don't go and see it. I will not put money in her pocket. Like if I get any Harry Potter books, I buy them used or I get them from the library. I just don't want to support her. Don't want to put more money in her pockets, even though she's already like a freaking millionaire. Like, she's so rich. You can't read a pattern. If you have it made, I can follow it. About what? This is not my pattern. If you click the pattern link, it has a link to the person's video. He has like a bunch of hour-long videos on how to make this. But this is not my pattern, so it would be copyright infringement if I just took it and made a video on her pattern. Yeah, like bright flowers, gaming related stuff, like pixely stuff. Like I want this side. I mean, I do have a couple. Like I have a no face, but like I did that myself. And I have like a couple random ones on my wrist, but like there's nothing on this side of my body. So I really would like color. Neo-traditional. Let me look up that style. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Look how cute. That's what I want. I'm saving that. Yes. Like these cherries. Yes! What I want. Yes, I'm so glad that you gave me that name. These are just like, this is exactly what I want, this aesthetic. It's like kind of cottagecore, kind of fairy-esque, magical, colorful. So freaking cute. Neo-traditional. I've never even heard of that. So cute. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Yeah, fanfiction is great. We love fanfiction in this household. Frick. Mythology, that'd be cool. I personally, like I like Harry Potter, but I don't like ship people together. Like I grew up as a kid watching kids grow up, so I don't like ship kids together. I know they're older in like the older movies, but like people making fan fictions about like what I still see as children in the stories, like being together, it just kind of feels weird to me. I don't see Harry Potter as a romance. A lot of people have turned Harry Potter into a romance story, which like that's you know what fan fictions are for. But I personally don't see Harry Potter as a fan or as a romance. I see it as a fantasy. So I've never really been into fan fictions, if I'm being honest. I've never read a Harry Potter fan fiction. The only fan fictions I've ever read are like One Direction ones, because, you know, I was obsessed with One Direction when I was younger. Those are the only fan fictions I've ever actually read, I think. There might have been some other, maybe 5 Seconds of Summer. I also read a lot of romance, but I just read new romance, not like old stuff that's been rewritten as romance, you know? It fanfiction? Like Pennywise? What could you possibly write about that? Please don't say that you made that a romance. Please. Because Stephen King already tried to do that at the end of the It books, and that is freaking nasty. Freaking nasty. People don't even the amount of parents that come in to buy Stephen King's It, or to rent out Stephen King's It for their kids, because their kid is like really into horror and like scary stuff. And they're like, I know this is horror, but like, is this appropriate for a kid to read? And I'll be like, well, all of these little children have an orgy at the very end of the book. That's just what I say every single time. And then they're like, oh, nope, like that's not in the movies. They'll be like, oh, well, that's not in the movies. Yeah, because they're not gonna put a bunch of kids having an orgy in a movie. Like, like that's not what we're gonna do. And then the parents are always like, oh, okay, never mind. It's like, it's Stephen King. He's really freaking weird. Like half of like the movies and TV shows that are adapted from Stephen King's books, they don't ever put like the worst stuff in there. Five Sauce fanfiction. Five Sauce and One Direction fanfictions were actually so funny. Like, I got sold to One Direction. It's like, what? But I ate it up. But I ate it up every time. Nightmare Before Christmas fanfic. I mean, that's kind of what Erin Sterling, I think the author's name was. She wrote the story about like Sally, if she like she wrote a story about Sally. I was gonna read the book and then I heard it wasn't good, so I didn't. But I sold it to somebody who hopefully reads it. Oh my god, Wattpad was so good back before it had ads. Wattpad was the place. Like, I know everybody, you know, uses AO3 now, and I mean AO3 was used back then too, don't get me wrong. I got ate up on TikTok because I said that I was in the Wattpad generation, but I didn't really mean the word generation. I meant more like the type of fan fictions I read were usually the best on Wattpad. Like, if you guys were One Direction Harry girlies, the After series and the Dark series were like the two biggest Harry Styles fan fictions, and those were on Tumblr and on Wattpad. I don't think that they were on AO3. So I grew up and I started on Wattpad. That's what I meant when I said generation, but I meant more like just the category of fan fictions I read were on Wattpad. And yeah, I loved it. I loved Wattpad. Honestly, I need to, you know what, we're gonna go down memory lane and I'm gonna open up my Wattpad and I'm going to read off all of the old fan fictions that I read back when I was like 13 or 14, because I was reading the fan fictions when One Direction was still in their like Midnight Memories era, which is the best era, by the way. Wattpad. Let's see if I can get in here without ads. They're just plaguing. Sally went to Valentine's Day or something. I think that's true. Yeah. It's like she like found the Valentine's Day tree or something. I don't know. Dark was my first and only fan fiction. Dark is what got me into fan fiction. And you know, this is a crazy fun Alyssa lore. Well, actually, it's not even my lore. It's just something I experienced. So I started reading fan fiction or getting into One Direction when I was like 13 or 14, because I was in cosmetology in high school. And my first day, I was like the only freshman out of like an entire class of like sophomores, juniors, and seniors in cosmetology. I just ended up being like one of the only freshmen. And I was in a room full of people that I did not know, obviously, because I was a freshman. I was new to the school. And I sat beside this girl named Kayla. And she is who actually got me into One Direction. We got partnered like the first day, and we just became friends, and we were friends the entire school year. We would work on each other's hair. She got me into One Direction. We would read fan fictions together. We actually had a really great time. She is the person who introduced me to the entire world of fan fiction. And we did each other's hair as well. So I really do appreciate her for that. But this is not funny. She got arrested like 5 or 6 years ago for killing her child. Her baby. She had a baby in high school. And then she went to, I really think it's like a postpartum type thing. I never got to speak to her, obviously, because she's in jail now. Like, she murdered a baby. But I really do think that it was some type of postpartum type stuff. And she had a really bad home life too. Like, her parents were drug addicts and everything. Like, I really do genuinely feel so terrible for her. But she's in jail. Like, the girl, I know this is like a weird story, like lore. But like, literally the girl that got me into One Direction to fanfiction, who literally changed my course of the things that I enjoy, is in jail for killing her child. Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I don't even remember my Wattpad login. I want to say it's like with my Apple email, but I have no idea. Let's see. asking me information even though they already have my... Okay. What genres am I into? Fantasy, horror, LGBTQ, new adult, paranormal. Oh, I can only pick 3. Okay, well, paranormal is definitely going to be... Okay, I'll do paranormal, romance, and fantasy. Those are my top 3. Why am I get offered a premium? Do I have to pay for Wattpad to use it? Start reading. What the heck? Okay. It just brought me into my old profile. Okay, my my old Wattpad account. I have 137 followers. My old profile picture. Look how young I am. I'm in high school. I have a Mortal Instruments picture in the back. This is kind of a time capsule. It's kind of a time capsule right now. Twilight fanfiction on fanfiction.net was so lit. I never actually read Twilight fanfiction. I don't know why though, because like I was absolutely obsessed with Twilight as well. I know, postpartum psychosis, possibly. Like I said, I found out from our like jail Facebook page that she did that. So unfortunately, I was never able to speak with her. And I just assume that it was some type of postpartum because she never seemed like the type of person who to do that. But like also, like I said, she had a really terrible life. So I don't know. It's not an excuse, you know, but it's unfortunately a really terrible mental illness that a lot of women experience and they don't get help, you know? Okay. I used to print them out and read them in class, but the smut was smutting. Oh no, no. Okay. So I wrote a lot of fan fictions when I was younger. A lot of them are privated. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 stories. There's only one that's public, and I really don't even want to go and try to read it because I'm sure it's cringe as hell. The first one is called Prim and Proper, and this was when I was in my Gossip Girl era. So actually, the cover, which you can't see, is Blair Waldorf. Blair Waldorf was the main character because I was also very obsessed with Gossip Girl. I was obsessed with Gossip Girl and One Direction when I was like 14. Still love Gossip Girl and One Direction as well. But Blair Waldorf, I love her. She is my queen. So let's go ahead and read the description. Keep in mind, I was a child. I wrote 8 chapters. I'll just read the description. Don't judge me, okay? I was a child. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. You reading your Wattpad fix? You're so right. Okay, if we can get to 16-hour stream, I will spend an hour or 2 actually just reading the fan fictions that I wrote out loud. But I will read the descriptions right now. Okay. When Ava gets moved to a new foster home, her whole life changes. Sorry, these are like such stereotypical tropes as well. She goes from peanut butter sandwiches to 5-star meals, from a 3-bedroom house to a mansion, also a public school to a rich private school. She then begins to get bullied by the most popular girl in the school, Penny. When Ava meets Christy, Penny's boyfriend's little sister, she promises to give Ava a whole new makeover so she can run the school and win the hearts of everyone. Maybe even fall in love in the most unexpected way. That's the description. Can't even tell you where I was going with the story because I genuinely don't even remember. And the chapters are pretty long that I wrote, so I haven't read these in so long. I loved writing. I really wish that I had the attention span now as an adult to just sit and write random stories, but I just don't have the imagination or energy to do it anymore. I really wish I did. Okay. The next story is called You Have a Deal. I'm sure you guys could guess what it's about. She was also inspired by Blair Waldorf. And I also made all of the covers myself, but you guys can't see the covers because it won't let me make them big, but Blair Montgomery Blair Montgomery is a freshman. Darren Cobb is a senior. Oh, I remember when I wrote this. I was inspired to write this fan fiction because I had a crush on a senior guy when I was a freshman in high school. There was this guy who I had a huge crush on in gym class, and I thought he was like the cutest guy ever. And I wrote him in this fan fiction. Creepy, Alyssa, fucking creepy, but whatever. Darren is a senior. By the way, a freshman dating a senior is creepy and weird. I'm sorry if you guys don't think that's weird. I think it's really creepy when like 17 or 18-year-olds are dating someone who's freshly into high school. I have always thought that it's gross. Now, but I was obviously 14 when I wrote this. A senior who makes a bet with his best friend to see how many freshmen he can get to kiss him or sleep with him. What happens when Darren comes across the stubborn personality of Blair? Will she let his charms cloud her judgment, or will she see how much of a player he actually is? It's just like so stereotypical. I wrote 5 chapters. And honestly, all of these stories actually got like decent views. Okay, the next one, this one's still published. This was a fanfiction I wrote called Irreversible. This was a Harry Styles fanfiction. The main character was Harry Styles, and the other girl main character was based off of one of the girls from H2O, like the mermaid show, because the main girl character is a mermaid. And this got like 1,000 reads. Pretty good for the time. And like people still comment and they're like, do you have the next part? And I'm like, I literally haven't wrote this since 2014, but marine biologist's son, Harry Styles, has never believed in the mythological thoughts that ran through his father's head. He always let them pass through one ear and out the other, until one day, while sailing through the ocean, something gets caught in his boat's net. Something that has always been taught as a fairy tale, something that will change his life forever. Coralie is a mermaid that was told to never stray away from her group, until one day, when something catches her eye, she has to swim after it. That decision changed her life forever. Coralie was a mermaid, and now she is a siren. Boom, boom, boom. Didn't even tell you where I was going to go with that story. I know he was like on a boat. I think I was going to make it where like his mother was turned into a siren or something crazy. I would really love to write a mermaid fantasy because I love mermaids. I don't know where I was going to go with it though. I dated a senior, and looking back at it now, why was my mom okay with that? No, literally same. I was in 8th grade, dating a guy in my neighborhood who was like a junior in high school, and I was like 13. I guess my parents allowed it because he lived in the neighborhood and they knew who he was, but like he was really creepy and really ugly. I don't know why I was into him. I had bad taste back then. I'm working on LGBT fantasy romance right now. That sounds great. I would love that. I recently found out my cousin used to write the Beatles fanfics, which were retellings of me, her, and our friend hanging out. But we were the Beatles. That's so random. Okay, my next fanfiction I wrote was called Made for Styles. Main character, also Blair Waldorf. Other main character, Harry Styles. For some reason, I had an obsession with Blair Waldorf and Harry Styles being together. I don't know why. When Allie's mom loses her job, it gives her no choice but to find a job of her own. She stumbles upon an ad asking for younger girls wanting to be a maid, and she could not resist. Thinking the job would be as simple... Okay, my grammar is terrible. Thinking the job would be simple, easy money, she goes in with her head held high and a good attitude. Coming out, that's a whole different story. I guess you could say that Allie was made for style. Maid. Like a maid. This is so cringe. Then I had one called Opposites Attract. The main character was Harry Styles, and the girl main character looks like it's the girl from Bridge to Terabithia, which I totally forgot her name. If the world was about to end, would you know it? Evelyn Rose has always thought the world revolved around her. She's beautiful, smart, and cunning. She even has a perfect family and boyfriend. She never thought that one day somebody would come to her life and mess everything up. Until she's abducted, kidnapped by a stranger, seized by a demon, with no way to escape. Not gonna lie, you were cooking with those. I was cooking. You're so right. So bad. And then this one's a published story. This one's actually not a fan fiction. This was actually inspired by my life. This one's called Now. And I wrote this when I was going through, actually the last chapter came out in 2018, which was when I was like a senior in high school. So as many of you guys know, I went through a lot of like religious trauma growing up. And I just really never felt like I fit in at church. I did not like the people. I do not like religion. My entire life, I absolutely just hated being in the church. Like, I just hated it. And I was forced to go on mission trips and church camp. I was forced to do all of those things every summer instead of enjoying my summer like kids do. I had to go do all of those. So I kind of put my life into this book as a teenager, which that's why I kept it published, because I was like, even though this book is written very cringe and it's supposed to be like a little romance book, it also kind of, I put my like own personal experiences into writing this book when I was younger. So I kept it because, you know, it's what I experienced actually. So I think I may go back in the future and try to rewrite this story in a different way. But here's the description. And this is the last one if you guys are bored. I'm sorry if you're bored, but I don't know. Adeline Parker had religion shoved down her throat her whole life. Even when she turned 18, her mom sent her off to church camp. Did y'all hear that? My cats just went fucking bonkers down the hallway. Even when she turned 18, her mom sent her off to church camp. And hiccup. Okay. Adeline was content with being miserable and dealing with it, but that all changed when she meets the dark and charming Asher. He was different than what Adeline was used to. He was rude and cocky, and he didn't seem to shove religion down her face like everyone in her life had always done. The only problem was, he was the guitar player for the camp's band. And, okay, so the romance part was inspired because there was one of the church bands that was performing at the last church camp I ever went to when I was like 17 or 18. I think I was already 18. He was so hot. There was a guitar player, and they were kind of like a rock Christian band that was performing at the church camp that year. He was so attractive. He had like long black, he honestly kind of looked like how my current boyfriend looks. Like, he had long black hair. He was really cute, and he was playing his guitar. So like the entire time, instead of, you know, praising God, I was just looking at this man who was playing the guitar in the band. So as I was laying down in my bed, like in my church camp bunk that night, I was sitting on my iPod or on my phone writing this like fake story because the guy in the band was hot. Like, I obviously had issues, but he was the blueprint. No, this did not happen, guys. I did not have any type of romantic relationship with a church camp guitarist. He was probably in his 30s and married, like most of them are, and obviously probably religious. I was like an 18-year-old, like just coming out of high school being forced to go to church camp. This did not happen in my real life. This was just inspired. Like, this story was heavily inspired about my experiences at church camp, but I wrote it in like a fiction story, which, like I said, I feel like I want to go back and rewrite this now that I'm older, because I do feel like I could make a pretty cute little romance out of this and also discuss my distaste with religion within the story as well. But yeah. Because I actually really did enjoy writing. glad you guys are having fun. I'm actually having fun too. I love live streaming. Like I said last time, I enjoy live streaming more than I enjoy posting YouTube videos. It's just like taking the time to live stream. And it's also tiring to talk for like 2 to 4 hours straight. Just talking is also tiring. The sun is coming out now. You guys can see the sun. Didn't even really rain though. Cats are going crazy. He was really the blueprint. He looked like I don't know, like an anime character with like long black hair. Like he looked like Takumi from Nana. Like he was so cute. He was so cute. Oh yeah, Woobles came out with like Halloween kits and they're so cute actually. I know, I really wish that I could stream more. If I was still like a full-time YouTuber, I would absolutely try to go back to streaming every single day because like that's what I enjoy doing the most. But like unfortunately that's just not what I can do at the moment. So, and also I would also be scared, like say YouTube kicked off again and I started making like a lot of money where like I could pay all of my bills and had so much money every single month. I would also be scared to quit my part-time job because I do love working at the library. I love my coworkers and I have a good boss. I have a good job that a lot of people aren't, that can't experience themselves. Like they're not lucky enough to be able to have that like I do. So like I also would feel incredibly guilty quitting a really good job, and then I also get scared that if I quit that really good job and went back to doing YouTube full time, that I would also in a couple of years have to go back to working again, because that's what happened to me that like now, like a couple of years ago in 2020, I quit working as a vet tech and I was just a full-time YouTuber, and those were probably like the best years of my life. Like I was working at home every single day doing what I loved 24/7. And unfortunately, it just didn't last very long. And after like 2 or 3 years of working as a full-time YouTuber, I had to go back to work because YouTube, like my YouTube channel got hacked and my views weren't very, like just doing as well. And everybody's like the algorithm just started being weird. Like people started making less money. And because quarantine was the best like pay for like YouTubers, because everybody was sitting at home watching YouTube all the time. So YouTubers were making hella money during COVID. Like I made probably like triple what I make now during COVID. It was crazy. But now that everybody is like, you know, going back to work and they're not on the internet as much, like people are just not making as much money as they did before. And I'm not the only one who's experienced this, because there's a lot of other smaller YouTubers that I follow who are experiencing the same thing. Oh, you've been here a long time. Az? Did I say your name right? Hi, Cassidy. Yeah, the Woobles kits are so expensive. That's just like the one bad thing about Woobles, how expensive they are. But everything else, honestly, from me using the Woobles kits, that's the only downside to the entire thing, because like the quality of the products are pretty great. And the videos are great. Like really great for beginners. So honestly, like everything about Woobles is pretty great except for the price. I'm just gonna be honest, guys, I don't feel like they should be charging that much, especially since they do wholesale with their products as well. So like they will drop ship all of their stuff to like people to sell. So they'll drop ship their products for really cheap to other people, and then those people will like up their price by like double. Like I bet they sell their kits for like $40 to $50 each. I bet the cost of those products that they're selling are probably like $10 max. Like they're upcharging them like crazy. Thank you, Cassidy. Yeah, the prices are literally just crazy. was gonna make chicken parm for myself tonight, but it's already 6:30 and I don't really feel like cooking a whole meal. So I might just make like chicken nuggets and macaroni or something. Honestly, I don't even feel like making anything. I might not even eat tonight. Like, does anybody else just not eat because they literally don't feel like cooking anything? Like, that's why I've started buying just like microwavable meals, because I'm just so tired after like working all day that I don't want to come home and cook. Even though I really do want some chicken parm and I have the ingredients to make chicken parm, I might just make it tomorrow. Nugs and Mac are elite. They are! I'm sorry, I don't care how old I am, I will always, always, always make chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese. Always. And like Kraft macaroni and cheese. I prefer Velveeta. But Kraft is at the Dollar Tree and that's where I get my groceries. And I really like Kraft too. I have to be in the mood for like either or, but like they're both good. But like one thing I have to say is instant macaroni is not good heated back up. I don't know if anybody else has a method to reheat macaroni back up like for seconds where it tastes as good as the first time, but like you kind of just have to eat the whole thing the first time or it's just not going to taste very good. Where am I at? Yeah, I make the ones on the stove. That's why I was like, I don't know if that's not even really cooking, but like I don't even feel like waiting for it to cook on the stove. Like I just want to put something in the microwave and heat it up. Does anybody else's Dollar Tree have like eggs and veggies and stuff? Because my coworker, she lives like an hour away. And she said that her Dollar Tree has like eggs and milk and veggies. And the ones near me don't. I really wish they did. Like my life would be so complete. Thank you, Bunny. Lactose and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think I'm lactose intolerant because I can handle dairy pretty fine, honestly, but sometimes I don't. I do drink a lot of coffee though, but I've started using dairy-free coffee creamer and I've noticed a big difference on my stomach after I drink it. Like I'll use like almond creamer, like almond milk creamer. Bye Caroline, thank you for coming. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I would do very well as a vegetarian. I would never go fully vegan. I don't think I could. I think I could easily be a vegetarian if I didn't love chicken so much. And I know there's like chicken alternatives, but like I don't eat any other meat other than chicken. I don't eat beef really. The only time I eat beef is when I'm at like a Korean restaurant. I don't eat beef. I don't really eat pork. Like the only meat I eat is chicken. Like I love chicken nuggets. I love chicken sandwiches. I love any type of like, if I could eat some type of chicken every single day, I will. You know? But if I didn't love chicken that much, I don't think it would be very hard for me to be vegetarian, just because like everything else I eat is pretty much vegetarian other than chicken. Oat milk creamer. I personally just love almond milk, especially vanilla, like sweetened vanilla almond milk is my favorite. Like I don't like regular milk at all. I don't like the taste of it. It tastes like so gross to me. Thank you, I Read Books, who is also a member. Did you become a member recently? Or did you change your name or something? Nothing popped up that I got a new member. I don't know how, I don't know the duck one. I need to go look at And the duck walked up to the lemonade. Yeah, the Dollar Tree near me actually sells yarn. I want to make a video. Stay tuned for a future video of where I make something, like make a project with Dollar Tree yarn. Because they also sell crochet hooks at the Dollar Tree too. Oh yeah, peanut allergy. Yeah, I totally get that. That's actually an issue that my coworker deals with because she's mainly vegetarian. Like she actually doesn't even really eat too much, but she's allergic to nuts. So we were going through a vegan cookbook together and she literally couldn't hardly eat any of the meals because they contained some type of nut. So I totally get that. But I did change my name. Okay, maybe that's why I don't recognize. Oh, not Bunny. I'm not saying anything about Taylor Swift. I'm not trying to die. I'm not trying to get doxxed. I'm not trying to get doxxed. Hi, YN Gaming YouTube TV. Hello. The hooks are terrible. I'm sure they are, but like I want to make it a challenge where like I just only use products from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if this is a safe space to talk about my opinion on T Swift, so I think I'm just gonna let people enjoy what they enjoy, because I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't like the music I listen to either, so it's fine. Hi, Psycho Chick. I'm not saying nothing. Not saying nothing. Opinions on the very niche ES crochet dress drama. I have no idea what you're talking about, but if you give me some more information on it, then I will give you my opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really keep up with online crochet drama. I try to avoid like any community now, like niche communities, like the pet community, the fandom community. Like I really just don't follow that stuff anymore because it's just like so toxic everywhere now online. Like my throat's starting to hurt right now from talking for the past hour and a half. I like your pink hair, thank you. Love your gaming videos and your consoles. Thank you. You found my channel last week and you binged the last 7 months. That is dedication. I appreciate that. That's a lot of videos. I'm meaning for drama. I like talking about drama. I just don't like being in drama. I used to work at Dollar Tree. I've heard it's not the best job because you get like left by yourself and stuff. Are you gonna still do some cottagecore in your house? I don't have too much like cottagecore vibes inside of my house, but the outside of my house is pretty decorated cottagecore. Like I have a lot of cottagecore garden decorations, so it's more outside, not inside. I really enjoy Taylor Swift's first country album because I was like a really young kid when it came out, and I actually don't even really like country music that much, but I really, really love going back and listening to her, like Our Song and all of those songs. Tim McGraw, won't you play my favorite song? Oh, okay. Taylor Swift recently wore a crochet dress which cost around 120 pounds, I think. So people were very conflicted because it's very cheap for a crochet clothing item. So you're saying that like she bought it like from a factory where it was like handmade from somebody who was probably making like 1 cent an hour type thing? Or did she get it from somebody who sold it to her for just way too cheap? Did you have a drink? Yeah, I have water and Dr. Pepper, but it's not gonna help. Yes, I do love the way my old living room looked, but it was also very depressing being in a room that was dark all the time. I needed a bright house. Like, especially how much I'm in my house, and filming in my house, and like, I just needed a change because it was like affecting my mental health, being in the dark and being in a dark room all the time. In my old house, I just couldn't do it anymore. And also people are replicating the design, which is questionable in itself, but also because at least you're not supporting fast fashion. So it's from a fast fashion brand. See, that's the thing. I will rant about that. She is like, what, the richest like woman pop star? She's rich. Rich. Like, she's so rich. And she buys a dress from a fast fashion brand? She could have given a small business so much. She could have paid a small business for a dress like that, and that small business could live for a year off of that money that she spent on a dress like that. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't even dent her pockets. That's how rich she is. So that would upset me if it's true. If she bought from a fast fashion brand when she could very easily support some type of small business. Now sunny outside. And I can see the steam just coming off of the patio. That's how hot it is out there right now. It was sold way too cheap for the amount of work. Yeah, I mean, making a dress, I mean, that's a lot. Hot take, the dress was ugly. I think I know what dress you're talking about. Wasn't it like a granny square dress? I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm sorry if you're a Swiftie in my watching this live stream right now. I promise I don't hate you. If you take it personally, I think that's just kind of a you problem because like she does not care about you. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just look it up. 1 minute. Let me just look it up. But what I was gonna say is I have her name blocked on every social media. I have her name blocked on every single social media app. So I don't see her on TikTok. I don't see her on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I don't see her on Threads, Instagram. Like, her name is blocked. And the only way I see any information about her is if I see it from like somebody else I follow talking about it in like a YouTube video or something. So that's the only reason I've seen a picture of the dress, is because somebody on YouTube was talking about it. So like, I don't know anything about her or anything that she does because I have her blocked on everything. Okay, let me see what the dress looks like. Let me see if I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of like crochet, I like crochet stuff, so I probably will like it. It could be nicer. What an odd shape. And this is not me like coming for her looks at all. I think she's beautiful. There's nothing ugly about this woman. Hi, Deanie. She's talented. She's beautiful. I don't like her music. I think it's very... Okay, I'm just gonna stop there. She looks great in it. I just don't like it, actually. It's literally just the granny stitch, just going straight down. Also, the colors are ugly. I don't like those colors together. And there's already so many YouTube tutorials on how to make it too. Like, it was not fast fashion, but it's still a bigger brand selling handmade things. But see, that's the thing. Usually if it's a bigger brand selling a crocheted item, it is not, you cannot factory make a crocheted item. Like that was handmade by somebody. And if it's being sold for that cheap, it is probably fast fashion. Yeah, it's like very boxy and like flat looking. Like it doesn't have a lot of shape to it. I don't like the color. It was a crocheted potato sack. No, you're so right. It is very 60s and 70s. Like, it looks fine on her, honestly. Like, she could pull it off. And I liked the shoes that she wore with it because it looked very, like, vintage and retro. Like, she looked good in it. It's just, like, ugly, respectfully. Like, just respectfully, it's just not. I will not be making it. Yeah, no, I do not care to make it. I would make a different dress over that. Honestly, it's probably pretty easy to make. It's just the granny stick. Like, it probably honestly doesn't even take that long to make it, though. Maybe that's why it was so cheap, but, I mean, that still would take at least a day. Yeah, my hand's doing better. It's just my fingers are, like, permanently curved. Like, I can't straighten them. Like, this, my finger's straight, this is straight. My fingers are just permanently, like, dented. Like, this is me trying to make my fingers go straight. It's kind of frustrating. If I think about it too much, I start to, like, panic, so I try not to, like, think about it, but... Or it makes me want to, like, bend my fingers completely straight, but, like, it won't go. And I feel like a lot of the recreations look so weighted and heavy. Yeah, this definitely is probably some type of like really light cotton yarn, because you couldn't make an acrylic. I feel like you couldn't make acrylic look flowy like that unless it was like blocked. Yeah, a lot of these recreations look really thick and heavy too. It doesn't look very comfortable. Man, the fact that people tried to market off of this like immediately and make patterns for it and everything, good for them, honestly. I wish I followed very closely with these types of trends to make YouTube videos. I feel like that's why my videos don't go viral very well, is because like I am very late on like every trend. Like this star blanket trend has been going for months now, and I'm just now hitting the star blanket trend and making a video on it because I'm just late, but whatever. Yeah, like it needs to be a very like light yarn, because even the like shrug that I made for myself, I made that out of cotton yarn and it's still feels really thick sometimes. I've never even made a crochet dress before. Maybe that should be something that I do. The only issue where I live too is like there are so many clothing designs that I would love to make, but I live in a very hot climate. So it doesn't really get super cold enough to wear thick crocheted sweaters until like November, December. I mean, last year it got cold a lot earlier than normal. Like Halloween night was like 20 degrees or something, which like is very rare. Like it's Halloween every year is just kind of a surprise. Like it's either going to be like 85 degrees outside or it's going to be like 20. There's no in between here in Georgia. It's just like so random. So I can make a bunch of crochet clothes, but like I can't really wear them until it gets cold. So it's like it kind of just sits there. And I feel like I took all this time to make it and I can't even wear it. 50 diamond paintings, that is a lot. I wish I had the motivation to work on that many diamond paintings. I still am working on that one Diamond Art Club diamond painting that I started last year. I haven't even I've barely done anything on it. Forgot the name. The really big space looking one that I did on my 24-hour diamond painting video. I still have over half of it to finish because I don't have the motivation to take out all the supplies that it takes to diamond paint. Yeah, I think when I have enough yarn scraps, I am going to make a scrap granny blanket, a granny square blanket, because I want to also make a granny square blanket, but I want it to be super colorful and crazy, and I feel like using scrap yarn will make it how big this is getting, guys. I feel like I haven't done much to this. I really like the colors that I chose. Fun, I get where it's hard to. I'm gonna do purple after this, and then after the purple, I'm gonna do white, and then pink, and then I'm gonna restart again. And that's when I'm worried that I'm gonna run out of yarn. It's gonna be really big, and I don't. I have enough pink left. I have about a pound of pink left. Orange is the color that I'm worried about. I don't have a lot of orange, or peach or whatever this color is. It's like a peachy orange. Yeah, the Diamond Art Club ones are huge. I have done a lot. My blanket is happy colors, yes. I want to use this blanket to drape along the back of my couch for the background of my videos, because I sit on my couch and you can see the back of my couch in my videos, so I feel like having this back there will be a nice little background decoration, you know? Yeah, I really okay, so I enjoy the quality of Diamond Art Club diamond paintings obviously the most, and they they sponsor me and they give me coupon codes and stuff, so I do make commission from Diamond Art Club, so I'm always going to promote them because they pay me really great. They're a really great company, honestly. But take a long time, so if I want to feel accomplished, I'll just do a really cheap diamond painting that was $1, and those can take just a couple of days to finish, and then I feel really accomplished, but the quality is also really bad, so but also I would rather spend a lot of time working on a high quality diamond painting and finish that than do a really cheap one as well, so depends on what I'm feeling, I guess. I'm just waiting for it to be 9 p.m. so I can watch Love Island. The episode of Love Island tonight is movie night. Movie night is always my favorite episode of Love Island every single season, because everybody on Love Island just lies. So the fact that they get to see clips of themselves and get exposed for the things they're lying about, I'm so. Yes, Bunny. I don't even know how many people can log into my Peacock account, because my boyfriend uses my Peacock and then I use it, and I only pay $5 a month, so I feel like it probably won't allow you. But if it does allow you, you can use my Peacock, because you let me use, well, actually I don't use any of your accounts anymore, because Hulu started doing the thing where it kicks people off if you're not in the same home, so I don't even use your Hulu anymore. And Netflix obviously doesn't allow it, so I don't use that anymore. So I don't even use any of your stuff anymore. But if you wanted to use my Peacock, Peacock is where Love Island is. But also I recommend if you're starting with Love Island to start with like the UK version, which is on Hulu, because then you'll know like the lore. Because Love Island USA is better, but the UK is like where it started, you know? I didn't know that you, like, yeah, you could delete my profile off your Hulu. They kicked me off. So, yeah, I use my boyfriend's Hulu now. Yeah, it is expensive. I do think it's worth the price because the quality is just insane. But I totally understand when people are like, I can't afford Diamond Art Club, because it is expensive. They do have some cheaper ones. I've seen some like $30 ones, but I totally get it. Like, it's expensive. How hot is 34 degrees Celsius? We don't use those. We don't use Celsius, so I don't know. It's like 34 degrees Fahrenheit here is like cold. I don't know. Also, I think it's really funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Canada's like the same temp it is here all the time. But I don't know, like, do people in Canada not have AC like the people in the UK do? I don't know. I do think it's really funny though when people from like the UK, they're like, it's so hot, we're dying, we can't go outside, like we're sweating, we have to eat ice outside, and it's like 75 degrees. And it's like, if it was 75 here, I would be outside like laying with a beer in a margarita in my hand, just like chilling. Like 75 is like the perfect weather. But like, I also know that's like, if you're not used to the heat, then like, it sucks, right? Like, when I'm in like really, really cold temperatures, like I absolutely hate it. So. I just think it's funny when like people from the UK are complaining about their heat. It's like 20 degrees cooler than it is here every single day. Like, y'all would die here. Oh gosh, if it was that hot and I didn't have AC, I would absolutely be miserable. So I totally understand why you are, because I would absolutely be miserable. Like those, my last house, the AC broke like every single summer because it was just too hot for the AC in that house to handle it. And like my landlords would just never fix it properly, so it would always break. And every single time it would get to like 90 degrees in my house. And it was so scary because, you know, I have a lot of animals, obviously, so I would have to move all of the animals downstairs to where it was cooler and just blow fans on them and put, like, ice in their cages and stuff just to make sure that they don't die from a heat stroke. Like, that's one thing I'm very happy about living in a ranch, too. The heat's not rising. I'm not going to be upstairs and be sweating and hot because it's just so hot upstairs. Like, it stays a lot cooler. It's a lot nicer. A lot. Am I done getting all of the stuff out of the garage? Not all of it. All the important stuff is out of the garage. Out in the garage, I just have like Christmas stuff and like the treadmill, fire pit. Like I just have like stuff that's gonna stay out there. So all the important stuff is inside. I just need to organize the garage so I can like park my car in there. I would like to get my car in my garage by winter time so I don't wake up for work in the mornings and have to like scrape ice off my windshield because like that's always so annoying. I'm also looking forward to fall. I love fall so much. Like every single summer, I'm just counting down the fall because it's just like the best season. My mental health is like so good in the fall. I'm always so happy in the fall. I don't know what the humidity is here right now. I don't even know how to look it up. Probably in the Okay, so it's 91 right now. Not too bad compared. It just rained. It feels like 93. Humidity is at 64%. I have not gone out there in a couple of hours because of the rain. When I was out there a couple hours ago, it was cloudy, so it didn't feel too bad out there. But it was just sticky. Very sticky. I have my house thermostat set to 71 degrees. See, in my old house, if I had my thermostat set to 71, I'd be sweating because like the air and like just how much house I had just would not ever get cool enough. And I was just always sweating. And in this house, if I have it set to like 69 or 70, I am freezing. So 71, 72 has been like the perfect temp in this house. And also my electricity bill is like $150 cheaper a month, which is just always great. I love fall. Goodbye. I honestly have no idea how to pronounce your username, so I have not been saying it this whole time. But I'm just gonna call you M because your profile picture says M. So bye, M. Thanks for coming. I'm probably going to end the stream soon anyway. I didn't realize that I've been going for 2 hours. My throat's kind of starting to hurt, but try to finish the throat. I feel like I haven't even done that much crocheting in this live stream because I just started yapping about random stuff, but I feel like that sometimes. I really wish I could stream on Thursday. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm probably going to be super tired because I work a lot longer that day. I guess we'll see. If I get home from work on Thursday and I feel like live streaming, then I will. It might just be like a spur of the moment thing. It won't be scheduled. If not, there's not going to be another day I can stream until next week. And all of my shifts next week are also long. So I don't know. Maybe next Friday because I'm off of work next Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Late here in the UK. So it's like 4 hours later, right? So 8, 9, like 11 in the UK, right? Or is it 4 hours? Am I wrong? like it's 4 hours. I don't know where I got that. It's 4 hours later, but California is 4 hours earlier, so it's like 3 o'clock in California right now, which is actually crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea how to read 24-hour clock time. That's just ignorance on my part, because we don't use like 24-hour time here. So I'm assuming that's 5 minutes after midnight, because I think midnight is 0. But I don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Claudine in the back. Where is she? That's Dobby right here. Okay, so it's midnight. Okay. Okay, yeah, so like 4 or 5 hours. Three. I actually love going live on YouTube because I actually get so many more viewers on YouTube than I do on Twitch. Like, if I was live streaming on Twitch right now, being a Tuesday at 7 p.m., I'd probably have like 5 to 10 people watching. But here on YouTube, there's always consistently like 40 to 70 people, which is awesome. So I'm so glad that I decided to move to YouTube. I really do. I feel like I don't even know anybody who watches Twitch streams anymore. I feel like Twitch is kind of falling off. Maybe not for gamers, but maybe for people who just like to chat and stuff. I'm not sure. Dang, I have a lot of people here that are from other countries. Because every single time I go live, it's like people being like, it's 2 a.m. here. And I'm like, oh my god. This row I have. It takes so long. Oh, I've done half. Okay, maybe I'll try to finish this row and then I'll end the live stream. Yeah, I've got like half of this left, so I'm just gonna grind. Grind. If my like sleep schedule gets really messed up, like if I'm not working, when I was out for 2 months because of my injury, my sleep schedule was bad. Like I would stay up till like 5 or 6 in the morning and then I would sleep all day. And that's how I was like when I was a full-time YouTuber. Like I would just stay up all night because like I was the most happy at night. I was the most inspired at night. Like I just had most of my motivation at nighttime. Tip of my middle finger. I have physical therapy at 9 in the morning tomorrow. Not looking forward to that. Because I'm just waking up to go get hurt. Even though it's out of love, but it still hurts very bad. Yeah, the result will be worth it. Sorry, I'm not talking because I'm just trying to grind the rest of this row. I'm really hoping my fingers will go back straight. Try not to think about it if they don't, because I'm going to be very sad. Hi. I forgot that I have like a whole video I have to edit tonight. 37. Oh my gosh. Okay, gotta finish this row and then I gotta edit a video. I'm so tired. It's like already too late to like take a nap, I feel like. I don't go into work till 2 tomorrow. But I do have physical therapy at 9, so I still have to wake up early, which sucks, but it might be good for me because after physical therapy, I can get some coffee to wake myself up and then come home and possibly be productive. I can make coffee at home, but there's a Dairy Queen right beside. They might not even be open. I don't know what time Dairy Queen opens, but there's a Dairy Queen right beside my physical therapist place. So I go there after, not every single time after physical therapy because, like, you know, Dairy Queen is not the best for you health-wise. But I really like their caramel mou lattes. I don't know if anybody's ever tried the Dairy Queen mou lattes, but it's coffee and ice cream together. That shit bussin'. That is so good. It is so... It's very, very sugary, but it wakes you the fuck up. But it also makes me like super jittery. So it might make me crash at work, so maybe I shouldn't, but we'll see. Or I could get like a Martin's biscuit, maybe. Or Chick-fil-A. But Chick-fil-A is kind of the... Actually, I could go to Chick-fil-A. I might go to Chick-fil-A. If I can make it there before 10:30 though. Yeah, if nobody's ever tried a mou latte from Dairy Queen, I recommend it. They have like a mocha one, a caramel one. There's another one too, but I don't remember. I always get the caramel one because I love like caramel frappes and stuff like that. Ooh, or I could get McDonald's. No, I don't really like going to McDonald's too much. They don't have good coffee. Also, McDonald's has kind of fallen off. You know, we're boycotting them, so they're canceled. Honestly, I might drive to Chick-fil-A though. I haven't had Chick-fil-A breakfast in a very long time. Very long time. But their chicken biscuits are superior. I don't know what their coffee tastes like though. Honestly, I might just order it on the app. I've been using places like their apps recently to get rewards points and stuff. And it's honestly great. Like the past 2 times I've gone to Taco Bell with my boyfriend, we've used the app and we got like a bunch of free food. Yeah, because you can get free food at Chick-fil-A too. It's just like free, free sides, free drinks. You can get a free chicken biscuit with 700 points. I always get the chicken minis. Pick up at restaurant. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Then I can just pay in the app and just like pick it up. It's just so much easier than having to go through. This is just me being lazy, but it's so much easier than having to like get your card out and run the card and like give your order and say the order and everything. You just be like, I'm here for pickup. And they're like, okay, thanks. Like, it's just so much quicker. I don't know if it makes their life easier, but it makes my life easier. Good night, Trish. Oh my god, 27,000 points is crazy. It's usually physical therapy is like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour, but lately it's only been like 30 minutes because there's not much he can do other than just try to pop my fingers straight. That's literally what he does for like 30 minutes is he's just like massaging and trying to pull my fingers straight. And then I'm doing like weird little exercises like playing with beans and like twisting things and picking stuff up. Like it's like physical therapy and occupational therapy at the same time is what I'm doing. So yeah, I don't know. It may have just last like 30 minutes. Lengthen the tendons. Yeah, something like that. Because the reason my fingers, well, he said the reason my fingers won't go straight is because of the scar tissue. Because the tendons are already like healing. Because it's been like, see how many weeks it's been. April like 18th was my first surgery, which was the tendon repair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's almost been 12 weeks since my tendon repair surgery. So I don't know how long it takes for tendons to repair, but I don't know. I really don't. That's why he told me I might have to have surgery to remove scar tissue. And I was like, I don't want that. Also, I have health insurance for 2 more months. That's just awesome for me. I turned 26 in September. And in America, when you turn 26, you're not allowed to be on your parents' health insurance anymore. So, and then for some reason in America, your health insurance heavily relies on your employer. Don't understand that one. I work part-time. They do not offer health insurance for part-timers. So I would have to pay for health insurance out of pocket. Health insurance out of pocket's expensive. So your girl might not have health insurance in 2 months. We'll see. We'll see if I can get lucky and find something decent. But if anybody has any recommendations of a decently priced health insurance, I think the most that I could pay monthly is like $150 a month. I don't know if that's just unreasonable. I've seen most of them being like $400 to $500 a month. Like my current health insurance that my dad pays for, like I looked up what my dad like gets with his work for us, and it's like the one that I have right now, if I paid it out of pocket myself, would be like $600 to $700. I currently have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's really good. Mental health services, I actually learned recently, mental health services are completely covered. So I actually have my first psychiatrist appointment next week. So that's nice. And then like my co-pays for the doctor is like $20. If I go to urgent care, it's like $50 copay. My deductible is like $3,000, which I really don't know if it's good or not. It's a lot of money, so I don't know, but look into state stuff. I honestly do feel like I would qualify for some type of government assistance when it comes to health insurance because I'm single and I don't, like, I make under 40K a year. I feel like that's not really a lot. If your parents become your legal guardians. What is that? They're my parents, though. Pretty sure you have up until your 27th birthday. So all of 26 you can have it. If that's true, that will make my life so much better. I hope that's true. Yeah, that's why I said in America, because I don't know how health insurance works in other countries. But like a lot of people's health insurance here, actually it does. It relies on your employment. That's why like when people don't have like job, like a full-time or a good job, like they also don't have good health insurance. Because if you have a shitty job, you most likely have shitty insurance. Oh. That's what I was told. Okay, I need to look that up then, because I was told the opposite. I was told like once you turn 26, like you're done for. Once you turn 26, they're like, sorry. What a random age too to choose, but maybe because that's when like people would be completely out of like a bachelor's degree in college or something, but no. I do currently have dental and vision insurance as well, and dental is pretty good. I pay like $60 of a copay for like a cavity. I think the most I've ever paid for a dental procedure was like $150, and that was for like a pretty big procedure. And then my wisdom teeth weren't that expensive either. So I have really good dental and vision right now too, which I also think is stupid that dental and vision aren't included with just regular health insurance. Why do you pay for it separately? Guess what's considered my health? My teeth and my eyes. If your tooth is infected, you could die. The infection can go to your brain, but you have to pay for that separately? Make it make fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, why is it not one big package? Why are they separating, like, why is it separated? So dumb. So dumb. Who made these rules? Here's the progress of the blanket right now. I have like 3 more rows of the blue, and then I'm gonna start purple, but I don't think I'll finish the blue tonight, honestly. Luxury bones. It's crazy that your healthcare is so tied to your employment, although I kind of wish there was an option for private health insurance to be provided by my employer here. I mean, listen, actually, I don't even think I don't understand it. I just don't. Why do we have to rely on our job to get good health insurance? Like, should just have like, and even if you have good healthcare, like the wait times in the hospitals and everything are insane. Like, my boyfriend has fucking epilepsy. Okay, he has seizures. And the soonest, he went to the hospital and everything. And the soonest that the neurologist can see him is December. Guys, December. He had the seizures and went to the hospital like 2 months ago. And the soonest that they could schedule him to see the doctor is December. If he had like cancer or brain cancer or anything like that, he would be dead. He would be dead. It's a joke. It's a joke. Only 3 of my wisdom teeth came in. Well, I have 3 of them. Only 2 have come in. I got 2 of them pulled, and I have 1 left that apparently is growing in now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Because last time I went to the dentist, they were like, oh, by the way, your last wisdom tooth is growing in. And I was like, awesome, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah. I don't know if like the complete diagnosis is epilepsy, but like I'm assuming if you're having like multiple seizures and you get put on epileptic medication that they're calling it epilepsy for right now. I don't know, like I said, American healthcare is a joke. Also, like my coworker had like a very bad brain injury. Like she was out of work for like 7 months. And it took months for her to see a neurologist. Like she got knocked upside the head with a light and had a really bad concussion, and then she had post-concussion disorder or whatever it's called, and they just wouldn't see her. They just couldn't find a neurologist that would see her. It's like, why is it so hard to find a neurologist in the area? My hand is healing pretty good. I have good days and bad days. I think I'm starting to get used to it, so I don't think about the pain too much unless it's like that shooting sharp pain. Anybody who has like chronic pain probably knows the pain that I'm talking about. There's like a shooting pain every once in a while that'll start from like the middle of my arm and it'll shoot up into my fingers, and my fingers start like actually physically twitching from it. And that's not fun. That happens sometimes. My nerves and everything are all messed up. But other than that, and also my fingers not being straight, I'm doing pretty good. These compression gloves have honestly changed my life. I wear them like all day. When I'm doing my hand exercises and stuff, I don't wear the gloves. But when I'm at work, I don't wear them when I'm sleeping either, because I want my fingers to be able to rest while I'm sleeping. But I wear these gloves and they help with the swelling pretty much all day, and they help a lot. So if anybody else has like swollen fingers or hand pain, I recommend compression gloves because they have honestly like just changed the game for me. And we have finished the row. It only took me 2.5 hours and a whole bunch of yapping, but I finished 2 rows of the blue during this live stream. 2.5 hours to finish 2 rows is actually crazy, but look how big it is. There's the reference photo. Here's mine. I think the reference photo has a slightly different pattern because you can see holes better. My holes are also not lined up very well either. That's just me messing up with the pattern. Woo! Very nice, very nice. Okay, so the next row is just single crochets all the way around. So that's gonna take a while. So I'm gonna do that while I watch 90 Day Fiancé and also watch Love Island at 9. Also, my boyfriend FaceTimes me every night at 9 and we watch Love Island together. Thank you, Retta, for subscribing. 19 minutes. Love it, looking great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm filming the video. The video is probably going to be up this weekend. So I'm not going to finish the full size like throw blanket by this weekend, but I'm going to finish the 6-day challenge. Technically, I believe today is day 4. So this is what I've done in 4 days. I'm pretty proud of this. So by day 6, it should be significantly bigger. And then the end of the challenge will be at the end of day 6, because I'm doing the 6-day star blanket challenge. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to weave in all the ends at the back, which aren't too much, luckily, but anyways, guys, I am gonna take this glove off first of all because my hand is hurting. Ooh. Gross. Ew, gross. You can see the scars. Like, the scars on my ring finger are starting to show up. See them? Scars on this finger are like crazy. It like freaks me out sometimes. When I stare at it, I'm like, God, those are like crazy scars, but I look like little Frankenstein. Anyways, oh, it feels good to do that. 90 Day Fiancé. I'm actually watching 90 Day Fiancé UK on HBO Max because I get HBO Max with my phone plan. And I'm on season 2. And it's also not like every episode of the season, they just give you like random episodes. So I'm just kind of getting like filler, but I'm really into it. I tried making the star blanket and gave up because I couldn't get it to line up properly. Yeah, mine is definitely not lined up properly. Because the pattern was kind of confusing me at the beginning. It's almost lined up. Like some right here lined up decent. I think as it gets bigger, maybe the lines will look better. Maybe not though, I don't really care. It's honestly not too big of a deal to me. Because it's just for me anyway. If I was making it for somebody else, then I would care more, but I really don't. Anyways, guys, I am going to rest. And I really don't know what I'm going to stream next. Maybe on Thursday, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for coming. I had a great time. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!